Good morning, Primary 6. Today, we're going to review all the lessons in My Pals. Okay? We'll start with algebra. In algebra, that will come in the final test, you will need to learn about evaluating algebraic expression and simplifying algebraic expression. Just so you know, it's like this. X plus 5 is question mark. If x equals to 3, x plus 5 equals to what if x equals to 3? So you need to change the letter x with the words 3. So 3 plus 5 equals to 8. That is the first example. So evaluating algebraic expression is changing the words on the algebra into the number that is told in the question. Now let's go to the second example. Find y per 3 if y equals to 15. Now you just need to change the letter y with the number 15. So y per 3 equals to 15 per 3 equals to 5. Okay, class? Very easy, right? So evaluating algebraic expression is just changing the letter and finding. This goes to the same example for subtraction and multiplication. Okay, next we're going to go to the second materials in algebra. It is simplifying algebraic expression. For example, simplify a x plus x plus x equals to, there are 1, 2, 3x. 3x. Now b, 5y plus 6y equals to, just add the numbers, 5 plus 6 is 11y. The third example is 5 plus 2x minus 3 equals to, now in here you have to group the numbers only with the letters only. So 5 minus 3 is 2. 2x is just 2x. Okay? Easy, right? So in the simplifying algebra expression, what you need to see is grouping them first and then answering them. You cannot add 5 plus 2 minus 3 and then x. Yeah? So only the numbers and only the algebra expression, and then you solve them. Next, we're going to learn about fraction. Okay, class, now we go to fraction. Dividing by a whole number. So, this is a whole number. This is a fraction. 3 per 2 divided by 5 equals to 3 per 2 multiplied by 5 or divided by 5 per 1 equals to 3 per 2, and change the division into a multiplication, 1 per 5. So it equals to 3 per 10. And if the number is a mixed fraction, 2 1/3 divided by 2 equals to 2. Well, you make this into fraction. Is 6. It is 7 per 3 divided by 2 per 1 equals to 7 per 3 multiplied by 1 per 2 equals to 7 per 6. Or you can write it as 1 per 6. Yeah. Next, we go to dividing by proper fraction. A 2 per 5 divided by 3 per 5 equals to 2 per 5 multiplied by 5 per 3. I can cross this. So it becomes 2 per 3. Okay, class, that's all about fraction. Don't forget to read about solving word problems. Yeah? Because there will be one question in SI about fraction. Okay, next we're going to learn about ratio. Okay, class, now we have ratio. Ratio is simplifying fraction into its simplest form, but it's not a whole number. For example, there are 3 triangles and 6 squares. So ratio of triangles to squares is equals to 3 to 6. And in this case, you have to simplify because this can be written as 3 per 6 in fraction. And you can simplify this as 1 per 2. So this becomes, the ratio is equals to 1 to 2. Okay, class? But what about if you want to make it ratio of a square to triangle? It is 6 to 3. And in fraction, you can write this as 6 per 3. Now remember, because this is a ratio, you don't make 6 divided by 3 equals 2. That's not correct in the terms of ratio. You have to make them into the smallest or simplest form, which we divide by 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2, and 3 divided by 3 is 1. So you can write this as 2 to 1. That is the ratio. And in comparing ratio, you just need to remember about the table. Yeah. For example, we make a mixture of milk with ice. Yeah. And the volume is 200 milliliters to 50 milliliters. Yeah. Now, what happened if I want to make a drink similar to this, but the ice is 200 milliliters. Yeah. First, we see that the ratio in here is 4 to 1, because 200 divided by 50 is 4, 50 divided by 50 is 1. So now we want to make this into 200, so we multiply by 200. And we want to multiply this by also another 200. So you will get 4 multiplied by 200 is 800 milliliters. Yeah? So in ratio of making a drink, you need to remember the ratio and then find the multiplication factors. So it will always be the same. Okay, class, that's the third materials. Next, we're going to go to percentage and also circles. Okay, class, now we go to the fourth chapter, that is percentage. We just learned a little bit about percentage, that is changing numbers into percentage by making it into 100 per 100, or we can multiply it by 100%. For example, there are 15 girls out of 50 people. We need to find percentage of girls and percentage of boys. So what you have to do is, first find the boys. Boys equals to, out of 50 people, 15 are are girls. So the rest must be a boy. So 50 minus 15 is 35. Boy. Next, we need to find percentage. So this is 15 girls out of 50 out of total people. And you need to make it into 100. Which is, you multiply by 2. 15 multiplied by 2 is 30. So this is 30%. The percentage of the girls are 30%. Now what about the boys? There are 35 boys out of 50 people. And we have to make it 100. 35 out of 50 is equals to 70 per 100 or 70%. So the total number of boys, the percentage of boys in a place is 70%. Now, what will happen if we have a problem that the numbers cannot be changed into hundreds? For example, there are 18 people. Yeah. 6 of them wear glasses. Now, we want to find the percentage of glasses people. So, we 6 out of 18 people wear glasses. Can we change this into a fraction, into 100? 18 will never become 100. Yeah. So, what you have to do is, there are two ways. You divide top with bottom, and then multiply by 100. Yeah. So 6 per 8 is equals to 1/3. Multiplied by 100%. Okay, so 1/3 multiplied by 100 is equals to 1/3. If we divide them, it becomes 33.33 multiplied by 100%. I mean, this is 0.33333. Or you can write this in percentage as 33.33%. Yeah, this is how you use 100% in a multiplication that cannot, in a fraction that cannot be changed into 100. Okay, next we go to the circle. Okay, in circles we have circumference perimeter and composite figures. It's easy. Remember the formula of circumference or plurality. It's P equals to plurality or circumference equals to P multiplied by the diameter. And if the area, you have to find the area equals A or L, luas equals to P multiplied by R square or radius in the power of 2. Now, let's find the circumference of this one first. Area, where the radius is equals to 40. Yeah. So the A, you just need to write R equals to 14 centimeter. And then you have to also write the diameter equals to 14 multiplied by 2 is 28 centimeter. So The circumference equals to 22 per 7 because 28 is the multiple of 7 multiplied by 28. This becomes 4. 22 multiplied by 4 is 88 centimeter. Now to the area. Just need, you already have R. So write R equals to 14 centimeters. Then you have to find the area, which is 22 per 7 multiplied by 40. You can cross this. 22, wait, one more time. 22 multiplied by 2 is 44. And then you multiply it by 14. Count them, yeah, using multiplication. 4 multiplied by 44 is 176 and then 44. So you get 6, 7 plus 4 is 11, 1. So you have 660 centimeter squared. Okay, now you go to composite figure where the shape is kind of confusing. But it's actually quite easy as long as you know how to differentiate how many shapes there are. There can be 2 types where you add them. This one. Well, this is hard. Let's just make it right. Where this is 12 centimeter. This is 7 centimeter. Now, in here, we can see that there are 2 shapes, a rectangle and a circle, or half a circle. So you put them differently. Now, if you have to find the circumference or perimeter, you have to find this half first, half of the circle, but without adding this one. So you don't need to add diameter, just a normal circumference, just a normal half circumference without finding the diameter. So it's half multiplied by P multiplied by D, where we know D is 7. So it's a half multiplied by 22 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7. It is 11 centimeters. So this half circle, the outside part is 11 centimeters. Now, what about the rectangle? Now, all you need to find is 12, 7, and 12. Do we need to search this one? No need. So, the total circumference is, the total perimeter is half of circle, 11 plus 12 plus 7 plus 12. Can you see that? If not, let me move this one. 11 plus 12 plus 7 plus 12. So 11, this one is 11, 12 plus 7 is 12. Equals to 11 plus 12 is 23 plus 19 equals to 42 centimeters long. Okay, 42 centimeters long. And if you have to find the area, you just need to find this area first, and also the second area. Area equals to half a circle multiplied by P multiplied by R squared. While the area of a rectangle length multiplied by breadth, or panjang kali lebar, equals to 12 multiplied by 7. This is a half multiplied by 22 per p, or 22 per 7 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7. No, r is not 7. R is not 7. R is 3.5 because the diameter is 7. So the radius is 3.5. Okay, simplify this. It's 0.5. So that's actually half. So you get 11 multiplied by 0.5 multiplied by 3.5. And this 12 multiplied by 7. 12 multiplied by 7 is 84 centimeters squared. While 11 multiplied by 0.5 is 5.5 multiplied by 3.5. 20, 5, 25 plus 2, 27, 50, 50, 5, 2, 1, 9, 1. With 2 decimal points. So it is 19.25 centimeters squared. Now we have two areas, the half circle and the rectangle, and then you just need to add them all. The total area is 84 plus 19.25 equals to 9 plus 4 is 13. So 103.25 centimeters squared. Okay, class, that's all the review about composite figures of a circle. Please try to learn early so you don't have too many materials to study before the quiz. Okay, that's all today. Thank you.